Let's talk about it. Each Friday at this time, hosts Dennis O'Brien and Susan Johnson interview guests who are involved in their community. The show challenges conventional thoughts, probes for answers, remembers the past, imagines the future, and gets to the heart of the matter. Let's Talk About It is brought to you by Columbia Ford Kia, Route 6 in Columbia, Connecticut, and Gates GMC Nissan, Route 66, the Boston Post Road, North Windham, USA. Opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of WILI staff, management, or sponsors. Now, let's join our hosts with their guests and let's talk about it.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. This is Susan Johnson. I'm here with my co-host, Dennis O'Brien, and we got a very special time for you this evening. We are celebrating a wonderful victory by our Windham Tech Tigers, and we have with us Colby Dunnock, a senior, Brady Marsh, a senior, who were great stars in the game, winning the state championship. And we also have Coach Luke Gilday. So welcome to the show, everyone. We are so pleased that you're here, and we're here to celebrate your great victory and talk about the wonderful things that you did during those games.
Yeah, this is Dennis O'Brien. I'm really glad to have these guys here. I remember when I went to New Britain High School, we shared the third floor of Goodwin Tech, which was right next door. I played a lot of basketball in the old Goodwin Tech gym. I don't know if you guys have played Goodwin Tech. You have?
Yeah.
NB. Are they part of your league, or is it regular? Or
they're not part of our side of the bracket, but they're in the CTC.
Yeah. Were they any good? They used to be good back in my day, but that's 56 years ago.
Yeah. They're not the best anymore, but
yeah. They moved. The school moved out to a different location. Did you play them in New Britain? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's cool. And there's a lot of tech schools in the state, but you know what? Nobody has won a state championship in Connecticut from a tech school since 1967.
Yep.
And that apparently was Abbott Tech who won that game.
Yeah.
And won that championship. And you guys beat them this year in the semifinals?
Yep.
Fantastic. And I guess they last year you won the conference championship. And you visited the legislature.
Yes, I was so honored to have you there and to be able to recognize you. And when we told the speaker that you won again, he was very pleased, and he can't wait to have you come to the Capitol. So we're very much looking for that, forward to your being at the Capitol again. So yes, this time with a statewide championship.
Yeah, we had
very impressive.
We had the speaker on the show last week, and Susan, we brought this issue up about Windham Tech winning, and about how we wanted to get you guys down to the Capitol, and that's another thing that made me think about it this morning, because I listened to it on the tape, and you talked about Windham Tech winning the championship. So we're really proud of you, and I think the whole town is, and the whole area, and that is so fantastic. And I got a hold of Coach Gilday this morning on short notice, and they agreed to come on, and I said, well, bring some players with you, and he did it, and you're here, and we're so happy to have you here. I want to ask Luke. You started. You played ball, and you've played ball at Windham High.
Yep.
Yeah, and you. I think I heard you on the Wayne Norman show say that you played for Coach Strand. Was it?
Yep.
Okay, and of course your dad later became the coach at Windham High School,
Yep.
and you were his assistant. Now, when did you start playing ball?
I started playing as early as I could remember. I mean, my dad was always playing, and my brothers always played. So I remember my favorite picture as a kid. I was like probably 2 years old with a ball and at the YMCA.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's adorable. I love
Spent
that.
a lot of time at the YMCA.
You remember the old YMCA?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where I met your dad. I used to play down there all the time.
Yeah, our
In fact,
daughter was there too. She played a little bit.
Our daughter was down there too. She
Yeah.
used to work down there as a volunteer, actually.
But she actually played ball too for a little bit until she got to be older, and then she was too old to
Yeah,
play
I
with the
coached little
guys.
pal basketball down there. That's what they used to call it at the old Y. I was really sad when the old Y closed. It was a nice thing to have on Main Street. These two guys won't even remember it because it was closed quite a while ago, and that was too bad. But now we have the community center here, which is great. And so anyway, so you must have learned coaching from playing, but also from your dad.
Absolutely. Learned a lot from my dad. He was a very good basketball player. He played college ball at University of Bridgeport. I was very fortunate to have him in my life. He coached every sport like I do now. I'm following in his footsteps, coaching all my kids in all their sports. And so.
Yeah, we've had a lot of similar experiences. My dad was a great athlete, and he got me into playing ball, and I played ball. And when I got older, I wanted to coach kids because I want to help kids. I want to help kids get a chance to play team sports. So, but I chose to go into coaching softball after I stopped playing. In fact, I was still playing when I started coaching, but I finally gave it up just so I could spend more time coaching.
I want to ask Colby and Brady a little bit about when they started playing ball. Why don't we start off with Colby and then we'll go to Brady?
Yeah, I started from as long as I can remember. My brother and my sister always played basketball, and my dad's been a coach. He has always helped the Lebanon Rec with basketball. So as long as I can remember, I've been playing basketball. So.
Okay, fabulous.
Same here. Maybe kindergarten, first grade, I started. Like the Pee Wee basketball, like I said, when they lower the hoops. As far as I can remember, that. My older brother played, so always playing with him in the driveway and whatnot. But yeah.
Did you both have friends who played with in your neighborhoods and around in the schools that you went to before Windham Tech?
Yeah, I had a couple kids on my road that were my brother's age, so 3 years older than me, but we all kind of hung out as a group, and they played basketball too, so they kind of got me into it.
Well, Colby, you come from a very well-known athletic family in this region. Yes. I know your dad, AJ, and I did see him a lot when he was coaching your sister.
Yeah.
She was playing softball.
Yeah.
In fact, she played on an all-star team from Willimantic with John Lebesjack was coaching with him.
Yeah, Alyssa was playing on that team.
Alyssa too. Yeah, I coached Alyssa when she was like 6.
Oh, okay.
I started coaching her, and I coached a lot of the kids that played for the Windham High girls basketball team that went to the finals twice. So anyway, John Donick is related to you as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know
Cousin.
John from way back. Yeah. Little League coach in Willimantic.
So let Colby tell a little bit about his history with playing sports.
My dad was a baseball player. He went to college to play baseball, so I grew up playing baseball and basketball, and I obviously love soccer too. My freshman year in high school, I played all 3 sports, but after my leg injury, I was only able to play basketball and soccer, so I took a little step back from all the craziness, but I've loved sports for my whole life, and it's really been my whole world.
Well, I just was really impressed reading some of the articles in the Chronicle about your team and your playing and how well you did. And one of the things that impressed me was both of you had injuries that you suffered, but you came back strong, and now you're head of the teams in this conference championship. In the statewide championship. Yeah, tell us a little bit about coming back, because I think it's something that a lot of people, they think, oh, maybe I can't do it, but you are fighters, and you have to be a real fighter to be able to come back from injuries like that.
Yeah, when I broke my leg initially, they said that it was my patellar tendon, so that would be a whole year off, so I would have missed my, junior season, so that was a rush of emotions, but luckily I was able to just be a broken leg, and my family, I can't thank them enough for pushing me through that. My teammates have always pushed me in practice to come back from that injury, and it's been a crazy experience and a crazy road to be able to come back from that and win a state championship.
That's fabulous.
I don't think I can compare anything to Colby's injury. That is, I watched it happen. It ruined my heart seeing it happen, being my best friend. But I think just little things, little injuries, ankles, wrists, just any pain, I think it's just all mental. Fighting through those, getting the right help, just trying to stay as healthy as possible yeah.
Yeah, I think that's some of it's probably physical too, though, because I think you have to be careful, so that whatever is injured gets healed, so you can come back stronger after you work that through. And
sure.
I'm pretty sure the coach realizes that too.
Yeah, Brady actually injured his wrist in the quarterfinals. No, the 99-90 non-walk
high-scoring game, yeah.
Yeah, so that he had to tough it out the last 2 games with a messed up wrist that no one really knew about, and I'm proud of him for that, because I know it's not easy to play when you're a little banged up. But
That's right.
he's too much of a competitor to not give it his all.
Was it your shooting hand?
It was my left hand, but
Thankfully.
a couple
Still,
days after it happened, I mean, I walked up to coach and I couldn't dribble, I couldn't shoot the ball. I told him straight up, I can't do it. It's just not possible. So.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
Yeah, I'd be a lot worried.
Yeah, our last
You
few
scored
practices.
36 points in that 99-90 game. I know that. I was impressed by that. That's a lot of points.
That's a huge amount of
I
points.
don't think I ever scored 36 points in a game. I think I hit 30 once, but that's wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That takes a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have to go in.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was hitting them that night.
You-
He was hitting.
So did you guys shoot threes too?
Shoot anything.
Anything, yeah.
Anything and everything.
I know you dunk. You score from everywhere, right?
That's my favorite. Dunking's my favorite part.
And I know that Colby's a great rebounder.
Yeah.
Your rebounding statistics remind me of Bill Russell back in the 50s. That's when the Celtics used to play run and gun, and they took a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of misses, and Russell had a lot of opportunities to get rebounds. So it was a different game back then. And for you to get 20 rebounds in a single game is amazing. That's amazing.
He did it a lot of times.
Yeah, that's.
He had many 20 rebound games.
Yeah. Well, you were lucky to have these two guys and all the other players you have had on the team, and at a relatively small school. Do you know how many boys you have enrolled at Wyndham Tech? Because that's how they judge your division. I think that you're
I want
in.
to say it's like 300, like low 300s or something like that.
Maybe high 200s.
Yeah, it's not.
280.
I mean, to have so many really great athletes in a smaller school, is pretty incredible.
Yeah. When I got there, I was shocked to see these two. That's for sure, and to hear that they're sophomores, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I think Coach Belanger was there before you, right?
Yep.
And he went to E.O. Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, I know him from Willimantic Little League. He won some titles with Willimantic Little League, and I guess his son played for him up at E.O. Smith. Mm-hmm. Did he play for Tech too before he left?
His older son Brody played with me and Colby our freshman year.
Okay.
And then his younger son Cam Belanger, I actually played with him in middle school. We both went to Porter School, so that's kind of how I know them.
Yeah.
But Brody we played with freshman year, and then Cam went straight to EO.
Yeah, the Belangers used to live in Wyndham. I know that because I remember I used to see him at the polls when he voted.
Yep.
I'm always around the polls on election day. And he's a really good guy. And I'm really happy for him. And he replaced an old friend of mine, Ron Pires, who was the coach up at who unfortunately passed away. He was once Cupid in Willimantic. He was a great guy. I used to play a lot of ball with him down at the Y. I don't know if you remember him from the Y,
of
but
course.
he was always there.
I played against him a few times.
Yeah.
Like he coached against me. So when he coached at EO, I played against him. Never. I think I beat him one time as a player.
Well, against you, he probably pushed himself real hard to play against somebody like you, players.
Well, he was the coach. He was a coach.
Okay, but when he played with us, he used to play with us in noontime pickup ball, and he would not accelerate too much. He would give us a break because he was an NFA player. NFA plays really good basketball. They always did. Mm-hmm. I played against NFA in high school, and he was what a great guy he was. And I was so happy when he was able to coach at E.O. Smith. He deserved it. He was a great coach and a really nice guy. But Wyndham's there's a lot of people around here. A lot of great people in sports around here, and it's a real pleasure to get to know you guys. I know so many, like I know Rob Manguel. I coached a team with him once. In fact, I remember we were playing in the finals over in Columbia, and I think it was the third and fourth grade girls team. Maya was on the team, and Asia, Asia.
Yeah.
Asia was amazing on defense.
Still
I couldn't
is.
believe seeing Asia. I'll bet she is. But I saw her play down at the Sun in the finals when she had to be a 9th or 10th grader, because she's not that old, and she was playing. She was a big for that team, and she's not that big.
Yeah.
No, but she's
Definitely.
very fast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be
super
guarded
strong.
by her.
Too.
Yeah. Good athlete.
So I run a training program,
Yeah.
and I've worked with a college athlete and a 5-year-old in the same gym. So
Yeah. That's amazing.
All ranges of players in
Yeah.
the gym, and there was one day where I had a bunch of high school boys, and Asia was there, and I think she was an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And I put her with the high school boys, and she looked at me like I should be over here with the little kids. I'm like, no, you're gonna lock these boys up, I guarantee it. And she didn't. I don't think she got scored on one time by any of the high school boys.
She could shut anybody down.
Yeah, she's phenomenal on defense.
I remember Rob yelling all the time, Asia, take the ball. Take it away. And she would do it, and then she'd drive the length of the court, hit the backboard real hard, and it would bounce out to the foul line. She had to learn how to slow down when she went. But she was she's a really good athlete. I think she's got a couple of years left in high school.
So unfortunately for her, she didn't get to play this year. So that's why Wyndham was down this year. So Asia and Zoe both didn't play.
So he opted not to play?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I hate that. If I
Yeah.
was a coach, I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
You can't make them play.
I tried to talk her into it.
Oh.
But
Great ball handler.
you know, she's going through some stuff. So
In fact, when that game we played in Columbia for the finals, she ate us up. Asia, I tried to get Asia to back off her. She kept going right after her out to the midcourt. I said, she's not going to score from out there, Asia. But Asia couldn't, Asia wanted to go after her. And she would, so we went right around her. And then she would dish it off to somebody else. But
I got a question. So I wanted to just have Colby and Brady talk a little bit about the game, the winning game, and some of the plays that you made and some of the things that you really were happy about. You want to start out, Colby, and then we'll go
the
to
finals,
Brady?
you mean, the game against Woodland. I never heard of Woodland before. You guys
Tell us
beat 'em.
about some of those
They're from
plays that
Beacon
you
Falls.
made.
I just
I
found
want to
out
hear
today.
about that. I read about them, but I want to hear you talk about them.
I would have to say my favorite play from the game is when Brady dished it to me and I got a little dunk. Some people don't want to say it was a dunk, but I'll take the dunk at Mohegan Sun. It's always been a dream of mine to play in that arena, so it was a great experience to be able to get that moment. But some other plays, Gabe hitting a few big shots at the end of the game, just getting the crowd really hype and just embracing that moment was something so special. I can't even
Yeah, because I was reading that in the Chronicle, and there, wow, and they really did a good job of play by play. Yeah, absolutely. Brady, a little bit.
I would
Or a
say
lot.
the start of the game, as a team we started off great. As me alone, I started off a little slow, but I knew what role to fall into. But if I had to pick a favorite play of mine, we drew up a play. Well, we already have a play. It's kind of like a isolated down low kind of big man play. So Colby, I believe, passed me the ball on the baseline, and I backed down a defender and I shot a fadeaway shot and made it. I love those type of shots. So that was definitely my favorite play. And then I think all the plays, everybody scoring was all my favorite plays. So I was loving it.
That's the kind of thing you love to hear, though, because as a coach, I'm sure you realize that having that chemistry with your team, with the teammates, is so important. Tell us a little bit about being a coach and what that means in terms of that chemistry for the teammates.
Yeah, so we talked about that all year long. Every single game, I would mention to them, I would write on a board, family and energy. So I would just talk about playing together and playing hard, and we win. Mm-hmm. And we would always talk about that, and especially with that team, I mentioned to these two that they're probably going to be gunning for them, and we got to try to get the other guys involved. And if we do that, then we can win the game. And that's exactly what happened. I think everybody had double digits. Jameson had 9, I think, and everybody else had over 10. It was picture perfect game. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And some of my favorite moments, Brady's shot that he mentioned, that was definitely one of them too. And Colby's dunk, all of Colby's blocks. I think I've watched the game 7 times already.
We just watched it at home 30 minutes ago. So
yeah.
I can't get enough of that.
I want to see it, especially after talking to you about it and reading about it. I would love to see that. How do we take a look at it if somebody missed it?
NFHS Network. All our games are up there. I'm one of the few coaches that doesn't take down our games, so coaches can't scout us because I know that these guys one day are gonna want to go back and watch their games.
Of course,
I'll never take that away from them.
Yeah, that's really important.
Children and your grandchildren.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Some coaches, they take their games down. I'm just I get it because they don't want us to scout, but it's Brady scores 40 points. Imagine I took that game down and he wants to come back and watch it. Like,
Wow.
I don't know.
40.
40
I knew about
points.
the 36. I didn't know about the 40.
Well,
He had 45.
45.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was your high this year?
Yeah.
Was that your career high too?
46, my career high.
46. Same team too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
46.
Every
my
time we
career
played
high.
against Grasso
You had
Tech.
46 too?
46 too?
In the 4th grade, actually, against
hey.
Brady.
Hey, hey.
Against Brady.
so-
Have
Yeah.
you guys been together all this time?
So
I played against him
Okay.
for the longest time. We
Yeah.
we had a rivalry until high school. I hated him, honestly.
Was that in rec basketball or
Yeah,
middle
rec
school?
rec basketball and
Yeah.
middle school.
I think that's the only time he's ever beat me, though.
Yeah, that's
so.
the only time I beat him until.
He's only beat me in soccer once and basketball once. That's it.
Wow.
I love what you just said, that you hated him until you started playing with him. And I think that again is part of the team thing, right? I mean, one of the things I never
Absolutely.
played, right, but I read about the psychology of it. So I'm very fascinated by how team sports works, which is why I wanted our daughter and our granddaughters to actually play sports, because that team spirit, that working together towards a goal. Once you're in that team together, working together, having the coach that understands that is just such an important aspect of how you get to be such great champions like you are.
Yeah.
That's right. She's one of the reasons why I started the girls program in 1983 in Willimantic for softball, because there was they could play baseball, but a lot of them, they wouldn't want to play with boys. Well, we had some players that, like our daughter and Diana Pepin, who's now the coach at Eastern, played, and Piper Modette. I had some pretty good players, but I wanted everybody to play. I didn't want just the great players to play. I want everybody to have a chance to play team sports. It's great. It's just a great way to learn things, to learn about failing and then bouncing back from failure. That's what people need to do. That you're gonna be doing that your whole life.
Absolutely.
Things are not going to always go your way, and I'll tell you, for you guys winning the championship, you guys having this kind of an exciting thing happen. You did, all of you. You two younger guys especially. He's not that old either. To have it happen at such a young age is amazing. I mean, because there are so many people who have played high school basketball, myself included, that wish to hell that we could have that experience, and we never did. And it's just something that you're going to take with you for your whole life, and it's going to make you. If you can do that, you can do anything. It's fantastic. What a great experience. How are we doing there?
We can get a break.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can take a break.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Susan Johnson. I'm here with my co-host, Dennis O'Brien, and we are celebrating the Wyndham Tech Tigers' victory, statewide championship here in Division 4, and we have Colby Dunnick with us, and Brady Marsh, and Coach Luke Gilda. And I just want to say welcome again, and we're just talking about Gilday, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You got it.
Everybody messes that one up.
Anyway, I'm just very thrilled that you're here. And we're going to start out with Coach Gilday and talk some more about this great championship game that the students won, and talk about we're thrilled that we have Colby here and Brady here, but you also had some other people who were also team players.
Absolutely. So we'll start with Gabe Crespo. He's another senior. He was an all-conference player this year. One of the most important players on the team. He would guard one of the better players. Like Brady would guard one of the best guards, and Gabe would guard the next best guard, or like Gabe might guard the best guard. And he was hitting big shots all year long. Like senior night, he scored 35 points. Kid was a very good player. And we got Connor Bushy, another senior, and both of those two seniors did not play last year. He had a very good season as well. In the postseason, I don't think he had one game under 10 points. He had an amazing run in that state tournament. And Connor, at the beginning of the year, so he didn't play last year, his confidence wasn't too high when he first got here. And he wasn't even starting in the first scrimmage. And he played pretty well in the first scrimmage, and he earned that starting spot. And you could just see him get better and better as the year went on. And like I'm super proud of him. Like I can't even put into words how proud of that kid I am. Like I saw his Instagram post that he put up, and I was in full tears just because I was so happy for that kid. Like every shot he made, just gave me goosebumps because he just to see him be so confident. At the beginning of the year, he wasn't the most talkative, and then at the end of the year, he's talking a little trash, like having fun in practice, like hearing him like get his confidence back. Like it was the best thing ever. That's what sports are about to me. It's like to see kids persevere over the tough times. Nothing better. And what Brady and Colby also did. Colby's coming back from that leg injury was unbelievable. Also got some underclassmen that were huge in the victory. Jamison Sedlowski, can't say enough about that kid. He all year just does what he needed to do for us to win. Like the kid can score just as good as anybody, and these guys know that. He was the first one to ever beat Colby in the King of the Court. Actually, no, sorry, Brady beat him. Brady. He was the first one to win other than Brady and Colby, and like he's an amazing offensive player, but he literally will just do what we want him to win. Like there's been games where he scored like 2 points and have 8 assists and 5 steals. Like he's just a winner. He likes to. His dad calls him Big Play Jay, and he would always say, I think I'm gonna start calling him that too, because he always stepped it up for us. In the Woodland game, there was a play we're down 5, and it might have been a travel, but he hit a 3 to cut it to 2, and shots like that, those are huge. Like when you're down 2-3 possessions and you cut it to 1 possession, those are huge plays, even if it's in the beginning of the game. And I feel like after he hit that shot, it sparked the 2 horses we got right here. And another guy that sparked the team, Kobe Rivera, in that game. He missed his first shot, comes out firing his first shot, and then
deep 3
he steps back even further, and hits it all net. And I told him, and he didn't really feel too confident about his performance, and I was just reassured him, like, you only scored 3 points, but those 3 points made Colby and Brady turn up, because when a senior sees a sophomore score, that lights a fire under him. And I hope he really understands that that's not a joke. And because I did that for my brother when I played in the state tournament, where I only scored 3 points, and it was the biggest 3 points of the game because my brother took over the game after that.
Let me
I
just
didn't
say,
have to score again after that.
that's great information, because I think it goes back to what we were talking about before, that synergy that you get from that team spirit, and the fact as a coach you generate that synergy, and then they see the younger ones, get that ball, and they realize, hey, we're working this together, and we're not the only ones out there. We have a team that's doing this work. Am I correct in how that am I analyzing that?
No, yeah, you absolutely are.
Okay,
And,
good.
yeah, because there's some games where like Brady. Well, I'll pick on Brady for 1 second, where because he's an amazing scorer, and like he said before, he can shoot from anywhere. So sometimes he'll be feeling it, and he kind of forgets that he has teammates. But to his defense,
I can do it.
When you're a scorer and everything's going in, you're not looking to pass the ball. I don't think anybody.
You don't
does
mind,
it.
Coach.
No. You want to make those points.
Yeah, so there was a game where Brady was unbelievable, and then the ball wasn't getting to everybody else, and I feel like after that game we changed because of that, and Brady knew it too. Like he just wants to win, so he wasn't chucking in that game just to score. He just was trying to win. We were losing, and he shot us back into the game, but the other guys not getting involved just made it hard for us, and that's what turned the corner for us.
But you overcame that.
Absolutely.
And that's the one thing about basketball that I noticed. I liked basketball best when I was a kid. Later on, when I got older, after I got out of the Army and started playing softball, I appreciated playing a game of baseball softball more so than I did when I was in high school. High school, junior high school, my favorite game was always basketball. And the thing I liked about it was the synergy, as you mentioned. of working together. It's a lot easier to become tight with each other playing basketball, whereas you play in baseball, if one guy's playing third base and the other guy's playing first, I mean, they might, you don't even see each other that much. You might talk on the bench, but it's not there's not as much interaction among the players. And in basketball, you're everywhere. You're all over the court. And in baseball, especially even when you're up, it's more of an individual game. It's just different. But the nice thing about baseball, it's nice to play out in the outdoors when it's really nice out. It's really nice. You play in the evening when the sun is going to go down in a couple hours. It's beautiful, nice weather.
Well, it can be, but we were in St. Louis and it was 100 degrees, and I don't know how those guys play. I really don't.
Yeah, I told you I was a Cardinal fan. We go to St. Louis every once in a while. But anyway, basketball is the kind of game that, you can play baseball or softball with other players and you don't even have to like them. But in basketball, it really helps a lot if you like each other.
Yeah.
I had kids come up to me in softball, say, "Well, I don't like this girl. That's okay. She's playing second base. The ball's hit to her. You're playing first. She's going to throw it to you. She has no choice." I said, "You don't have to like her." I said, just try to like her, will you, please? But sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But basketball is the kind of game where it's very easy if things are clicking, and you don't have to win all the time. In fact, sometimes it's good to lose one, because it generates. It makes you want to win even more.
Yeah.
It makes you, because sometimes when you win all season long, and I played on teams not in high school but after high school, playing in the City League in New Britain, where we would win all our games during the regular season, and it's dangerous because you think it's too easy, and then you have your comeuppance in the playoffs. But it is a real teacher. It teaches you all about life. I want to ask both Brady and Colby, I was going to call him AJ, his father, about your experiences in school, about your being at Tech, and how you came to go there, and how your experience was at, and you're still there. I mean, you're not graduating. Yeah. You're graduating this year. Brady.
So originally I was my older brother went to Bolton High School. That's where I was going. I was set on that. End of 8th grade. I was like, I'm going to Bolton, play basketball with my brother for his senior year. And my mom had moved jobs, and she went to Windham Tech. So she was working in the office there, and my mom was, kind of introduced me to the school and was like, hey, you can do this. And that caught my eye. I have ADHD. I have pretty bad ADHD, I would say. So I'm a hands-on type of guy. So when my mom said, hey, you can do carpentry, electrical, that caught my eye, and I was like, that's it. I want to do that. And through all 4 years so far, 3.5 years, whatever you want to call it, I've had only the best experiences. I'm in carpentry right now, and I love it. I mean, I could do it out of school. It's a great experience, and I've just had nothing but good things to say.
Well, I have that same malady. I'm wired to the teeth.
Yeah.
I'm over 80 years old, and I still go, and I talk, and so I know the feeling. But I'm a lawyer. I can't do anything with my hands, probably because I never tried. But I'm into talking and writing, and I was lucky enough to become a lawyer, and I was a judge for a while, and it was great. And I got a really good education in the Britain public schools and whatnot. But everybody's different. But okay? Why don't you talk a little bit about it? Not AJ, but Colby.
Yeah, my brother, my dad, my sister all went to Lyman. I had a few coaches waiting for me there to come up from the middle school, but I chose Tech, because during middle school I wasn't really focusing on work too much, and I wanted to get away from it. So going to a trade school is like the perfect opportunity for me, and I do carpentry as well. So being able to do that and have that as an option after school is just a great opportunity. And when I came from Lebanon, I had so many people chatting to my ear, what, you went to Tech, people were still hating on the Tech schools back then, we still don't get a lot of love, but coming to the school, it was just a great opportunity for me, I thought, at the time, and it's obviously brought home a state chip, so that's a pretty good opportunity too.
It's turned out pretty well, but aside from basketball, you still feel you were happy that you went to Tech for the academic part of it and the trade part of it and whatnot. And I know that I heard you. I heard this afternoon. I listened to the Wayne Norman show with you, and you both said you want to play ball in college. So you're planning on going to college.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, go to college. The trade is always there. So
Yeah.
never
You
gonna
can do
leave that
anything.
behind. Yeah.
You can do
Yeah,
anything
that's a
you
great
want to
thing.
do.
Yeah.
You just have to, you have lots of time to make choices about what you do. You're so young. You have all the time in the world. And I hope that you will try to play basketball in college, because from what I understand and what I've seen in the videos I've seen, you both could play college ball,
Yeah.
and that would be really great.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything's going to top what you just did, but it's different. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a different. You'll be playing against better players, bigger players, but it will be. What do you think, Coach, about them playing college ball?
These two are definitely ready. They're both way better than I was in high school.
And you were pretty good.
I was pretty good.
Yeah,
I definitely was. But
You
I
said that
wasn't
you
as
could
good as
handle-
these guys.
Okay.
I got better
After
with
high
age.
school.
Yeah.
Me too.
So-
I was a better basketball player after I got out of high school, because I kept playing. And I was playing a lot of ball.
Yeah.
And before I went in the Army, I was playing ball. If I wasn't playing softball in the spring, I played about 75, 80 games a year, basketball and softball. And by the time I went into the military, I was in great shape, and it made it easy for me to get through basic training, even though I didn't want to be there. But I went, and it did me a lot of good. I was a wise guy from hard-hitting New Britain, and the World War II vets who trained me straightened me out and told me to shut up. All right, and sometimes I do shut up. But anyway, so you guys are planning on you have college plans,
Yeah.
and you want to play ball,
Yeah.
fantastic, and of course basketball.
Yeah.
And you can play. I'm sure you're such good athletes, because both of you. 20 rebounds. Scoring 46 points, and you scored a lot of points too.
Yeah.
And you got 46 in fourth grade or whatever it was. Okay, so you guys are. You guys could play any sport probably, but you have chosen to major in basketball.
Yeah.
Because I think at some point, in this day and age, more kids, I think, decide at a certain point in time they're going to just play one sport. Is that what you did?
Yeah. I did. One of my regrets, Coach Crudden hated me for that.
I love him.
I stopped playing football after my sophomore year. When my brother graduated, he wasn't there to force me to play anymore.
Yeah.
And so I was just focused on basketball. But I was a pretty good football player too. I probably should have stuck it out.
Well, hey, but you both played other sports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Brady both played soccer our freshman and sophomore years. I was all conference 2 times.
You guys are pretty big to play. So I never saw such big
Yeah.
soccer players.
I wish I played football. I tell Coach that all the time. My mom just never, you're gonna get hurt.
My
This,
mom wouldn't
that,
sign
so
for me either. I couldn't play
Could-
football. I
could-
went to the biggest football school in the state,
Yeah,
New Britain
so-
High School.
When I was-
Back then.
Stuck to soccer.
When I was younger, the Manguels were always trying to get me to play football with them, but my dad never let me play, so that's really the reason.
Yeah, a lot of parents do that. A lot of parents say,
It's a-
because you don't want you to get injured, and you've got, and one of the things, I used to chair the public health committee back at the Capitol, and one of the things that we were always struggling with was how are we going to protect the students in high school from getting head injuries in football.
Yeah, that's
and
dangerous.
It's a constant struggle, because there's a lot of people that are all about team sports and not really thinking about the injuries. And then we're trying to say, hey, we want you to do this, and they go, oh, it's going to get in the way of our game, And so it was a real struggle. Even to this day, I see public health bills being proposed to try and make sure the students don't get hurt. So
Yeah.
it's and you may have some, Coach. What do you think?
So I coach football
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
youth level.
Okay.
So I had my 6-year-old playing tackle football
Ooh.
last year. So,
With a helmet.
but yeah, they all have the little things on the
They're
helmet.
not hitting each other that hard, though, at 6.
I don't know about that. If you would have watched the
Pretty hard for a
Killingly
6-year-old.
Wyndham game,
Well,
they had a
okay.
couple kids
All right. Yeah,
that
I
were
can see
pretty
that.
vicious on the
Yeah.
Killingly team.
Yeah.
And plus they're kids. Don't forget, they haven't figured out.
Yeah.
But as I'm teaching them proper technique,
Yeah.
trying to keep them safe.
That's good.
That's the best you can do.
Do Do you think that I just is just a little off topic, but do you think that overall, if we were able to, do a little bit more with a National Football League, protections for the players, that it would be looked at as a good thing eventually?
I mean,
because I think about these football players and their injuries.
Those guys are real big.
And
I
real
feel like they're always trying
They're hitting
to
each other real hard too.
to get better at that part of,
Yeah.
of injury prevention.
Right.
They
right.
are.
But I mean, that's
one of the things
that's
that
not
I-
an easy sport to
No,
Yeah.
to prevent injury.
No, that's hard hitting sport.
Yeah.
They,
Very
they
tough.
added like these. I think they're called guardian caps. It's like a little
Yep.
like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
cushion over the helmet, but you're still getting
Still.
hit by a 300-pound lineman. There's nothing
Yeah.
much you
I
can
think
do.
basketball is
You
better.
I'd say basketball, baseball.
I think
football.
that's why I quit
soccer.
too, because I mean, not the concussions, it was more the injuries.
Yeah.
Because people used to tackle me low, because I'm 6'3",
Big
tight
guy,
end.
yeah.
I was always just getting tackled
Yeah.
by the ankles,
Mm.
so I didn't want to not play basketball my senior year. So
Yeah, because basketball was best. Was your first love.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
well, you
it
got
paid
that for
it
you.
paid off.
Yeah.
It took a
worked
long
out.
time, but
Now you do a lot of other coaching aside, in addition to doing Wyndham Tech.
absolutely. yeah.
You coach younger kids. You mentioned older, younger.
Yeah, so I coach. Right now, I'm coaching baseball for youth, a little farm baseball. I'll be on my knees pitching to
Willimantic Little
kids.
League.
Yeah,
Cool.
and,
Very good.
I coach football, like I said. I also coach rec basketball.
Yeah.
During the season, I was an assistant for 2 teams for my kids while I was coaching in high school.
Sure.
And then I also, like I mentioned before, I have a training program, which I train kids and I run camps. And I did a free summer league last year for like all ages. I had 5 different leagues, and it was all summer long for free, just to get kids out and playing.
Okay, we've only got 1 minute left. I want to talk about the parade. The parade is next Friday at 5:00, and I think it starts up at Wyndham Tech.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Wyndham Tech goes down to High Street, and then I'm not sure where it goes from there,
Goes
but
Wyndham Tech down Birch Street
Okay.
to Prospect to High Street,
Okay.
and then Main Street.
And you end up at the Gilson Square at the
correct.
Shabu
Shabu
stage.
stage that
Shabu.
Susan got the money for. Yeah. So we'll see you. We'll see you next Friday. We'll be there. We've got an audio tape that we're playing next Friday, and we will be at the parade at Wyndham, starting at Wyndham Tech, 5 p.m. on Friday, April 10th. Thank you so much, people, for being on the show. Great to have you here.
Thank
Thank
you.
Great to have you. We love you. We love Wyndham Tech. We love Willimantic.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Brody.
Yep.
Thanks for
Thanks,
that.
Wyndham Tech Tires.
Yes. Go.